I work for Ableton. My name is DeSantis. I write the user documentation for all of Ableton's products. So the manual, any words that you see in the software, I'm responsible for. I also do some marketing writing, a little bit of product design stuff. I'm originally from near Detroit, and I live in New York City now. So Ableton's headquarters is in Berlin, so I fly back and forth quite often between New York and Berlin. I mean, these events are great because, communities like this exist in a kind of virtual space most of the time. A lot of interaction between people who are using computers for arts is on the internet, and these people don't often come together in the same place. So it's great to create like even a temporary physical space to get people in the same room, because it's a very different nature of communication then, and artist idea exchange.
Is Ableton planning to do more of these events in the future? And how?
Yeah, I mean, Ableton does things like this all the time. This one is particularly nice because we have a great venue here and we've had really great people to work with. But yeah, we're always trying to put people in rooms together and see what kinds of things happen. Traditionally what we've been doing is creating technology products to help people make music. And the technology's in pretty good shape now. Like, whether you're using our products or you're using a competitor's products, the stuff you can do with a computer now is so amazing. The resources are there at a technical level to get music done. It's still really hard to make music though. Like, overcoming these kind of creative blocks and making musical decisions is in some ways much more of a challenge in 2015 than figuring out which buttons to push. We feel like we've got the buttons in pretty good shape now, but there's still much more work to do to get people to feel good about the kind of creative output that they have, to get them to be able to start tracks, finish tracks, and actually make music. And I wrote this book recently about trying to solve creative roadblocks in the music making process. And this is something that we're thinking about as a company a lot. Like, how can we not just provide great tools for people, but also provide them the kind of education that they need to get music made? We have a lot of musicians in the company, but it's very easy if you don't go out into the world to get kind of in this locked loop where you think you know what it is that you should be doing with the software. I mean, we could focus on just fixing bugs and implementing our own design decisions for the next 100 years, but are we doing the right thing? So we've really started to institute this policy of going out to meet artists, meeting them in their recording spaces, in their studios, and watching them work, and not just asking them what they want, but observing the kinds of workflows that they're in and trying to make sense of the places where they get stuck. And that really has started to feed back more into our working process. So making future versions of our products has depended much more in the past few years on the kinds of things that we see and interpret that artists really need. Because, we're doing it ourselves as artists, but we're not doing it in the same way as people who are using the stuff every day to make a living.
Real life problems, real life solutions.
Yeah, real life problems and real life solutions from the outside world help to kickstart our thinking in more and more ways every day.